Okay. Was Isis considered a Zulu? Was she, where would she be considered when she reigned? What
They're
was she?
really not named that because back during those times, Africa was only separated by 2 countries.
Oh.
You have Ethiopia, and you have Kemet, which is Egypt, and you have Kush, which is Ethiopia, and later those 2 start to spawn off different tribes.
Does this have any connection with Enki and Aaliyah?
Enki and Enlil
Enlil?
are
Is this the does this have
where
a connection?
these places were started when they started to train, and we came to teach the offspring the lessons and the education of all mystical things.
Uh-huh. Was this during the time of like the Garden of Eden or later?
What is your question?
Kemet, Kush? Was this the same, and Enki and Enlil? Were they during the time of like the Garden of Eden? And that,
Yes,
uh-huh.
Enki and Enlil made it. They made all of these places, and they had an argument in the garden because Enki did not want the humans to not be stressed and worried about self-will. And then Leo wanted them to be able to have it and to make choices. So we just helped them along the way before the flood and after, because Enlil flooded the earth and Enki was upset because he did it when he was away.
How did he flood the earth?
He let the floodgates loose, and he also made the rain, and the deities that were over those particular areas stopped working and took days off at a time.
Oh,
Mm,
interesting. So he wasn't supposed to do that?
to do.
The floodgates?
No,
Is that when Noah left on the UFO or on the ark with the magical creatures? During the flood?
well,
Or is this a whole different time?
this is, but that is not his name, but yes, it is that story. And it is in every history of every indigenous land in this entire earth.
Yes. The story keeps being told.
Yes, because it is true. There were too many dinosaurs and giants ruining the humans and the planet, but Enki told Enlil they could have just killed off the bad ones and not to kill every creature on the earth.
He lost his temper?
Yes, because some of us did not want to make this into a thing where we would have problems. But these others wanted to come down from Anu to Gaia. They didn't want to listen to the order. So they took it upon themselves to do as they wished upon the earth.
So did the giants cut down these big giant trees and make giant houses?
Yes, and they also flooded out a lot of things that are covered with earth and covered under the water. But the people who run the planet have the evidence and they keep it in their so-called safe places. But they are ready to tell the world.
What about the Vatican? Are they holding any of this knowledge to be released?
They are the main people who have the knowledge and are afraid to completely release and let the world know who the black and blue and green people are, and the red and the purple.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, this is quite the information. This is amazing. Um, huh. So So, okay, here's a question then. So your race is considered the Tartarians? Is that correct? Is that the name of your people? Or is that another race?
These people, the Tartarians, are some of the collective.
Uh-huh. From
Okay.
Mars? From the
Am
mill?
a mix of two different races of beings.
What's the two different races? Are we able to know?
Toy will soon understand.
Okay. Beautiful.
I think Toy's daughter is in here, and she is doing things that she should not, and she should have a seat and not move and go in the bedroom, stay in this room. Ashanti, have a seat in this room. Have a seat. Do you understand? Do you understand? Don't move. Your mom is upset, and so am I. So don't move.
You are upset with Ashanti?
Yes,
I'm not sure what that noise is.
it is Toy's phone.
Oh. Why are you upset with Ashanti? You want to tell us?
Ashanti, can you make sure the camera is recording your mom? And it is your mom's phone should be recording with no disturbance. You need to delete another app from her phone, not one that she uses all the time. All the way at the back, somewhere. Maybe the Zoom movie app can be deleted. Because the world needs to know, as a collective, Ashanti, you should have a seat now. You cannot leave this room because your mom says you do not listen and you need to be taught because you don't get it. But we will show you. Your mom will do way more things for you if you start to be mature and be your real self because she's tired of the bullshit. And you should be tired of pretending.
What is she
And make
pretending?
sure your mother phone is recording before we get started, and you need to have a seat and pay attention to what is going on, because you are a major key and you cannot be a child, because you are activating and you're not trying to leave your immature ways. You don't have to be dry. You need to record and you need to use the iPad. Ashanti has to go and pee.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful. Yes, we are definitely living in serious times right now.
Yes.
So are you aware of the radio show that I do and the messages that I speak? Is this something I should be doing?
Something that you should be doing.
Spreading the word through local public radio. I wanted to have Toy on there as a interview and have her tell her story.
You should do that when Toy and her family comes to you
Okay.
in the middle of Vermont. And you guys will
We'll get to do the show.
yes.
So is this a good thing that I'm doing? The radio show, do you see?
Yes.
Okay, good to know.
More people will start to learn, and you may not see or feel like the views are where they need to be, but you are building a collection for the collective to understand and to learn discernment.
Beautiful. What about this retreat that I'm trying to plan? Is this something Toy should and her family should come to? Is this something I'm doing because I'm supposed to be doing?
Yes, this is also what Toy and Catherine are doing, and someone else that is a part of the collective that Catherine is going to introduce, who has a retreat in Bali coming up shortly, and also Christian and some other key characters that are in other countries as well. These are retreats for team meetings.
Yes, I've been feeling the urge to do these retreats. Is this my higher self trying to get me going?
Yes, you will need to do that.
Okay. And it's just a relaxing meditation, hike, retreat, connecting with earth, right? Is there anything
Yes,
else I should be doing that I don't know?
yes, you will need to say some chanting that will be able to release egos and strongholds. I want to ask Ashanti, is she recording for her mother?
Uh-huh.
And if she will pay attention to the things and the answers and questions that are being played out right now.
Is it recording, Ashanti?
Um, uh, yes,
Okay, we're good?
but not like it. I was supposed to record, but it keeps stopping. So I don't know if it's like our storage or something.
Yes, you will need to go and delete certain things. Maya,
Yes.
can you please allow Toy to remove what she needs to start recording, because we want people to understand and know verbatim some things that I am sharing in this session with you.
Yes, yes, my beloved brother, of course. So am I still connected to King Yama? Higher self? Or do I need to relax Toy a little more? Or do you need to be relaxed?
I'm trying to relax more.
Okay, just go ahead and relax. Relax. Take 3 deep breaths in and exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. Last one. Going back, back, back now. Back before. Even more relaxed than you were. Back, back. And let me know when you feel connected.
I am Yama.
Beautiful. Blessings, brother. Welcome back.
Thank you.
I think we're squared away.
Yes.
So
And
where were
we
we?
have more questions.
What was that?
Does Toy have more questions for me now or later?
I think she did have a question. Beautiful. So I think that might be all the questions I see. Is there anything that you want to say for Ashanti to hear? I could ask all kinds of questions.
Ashanti needs to start putting in more work to heal herself, or nothing will work. And she needs to understand her powers are hers, and that the ones who come through are not going to be able to use her if she does not let them. And she cannot allow them to trick her into playing games. And it is time to become more mature and stop faking the baby role.
Her little cute baby talk.
Yes.
Yes. She's a big girl now.
Yes, she is a big girl now.
She's come a long ways from when I met her.
She has come a long ways, but I think that they are trying to pull her back in, and she needs to make sure she chills every day without her mother babying her, because her mother has greater jobs to attend to so that Ashanti can become her fullest potential. And her sisters and brother and father and stepfather and her aunt and grandmother Merlin.
Her mother, Merlin.
She is her cousin, but like an aunt and a grandmother. Merlin has taken the place of her grandmother.
Yes. Yes. What about the new baby that's coming?
The new baby harnesses powers that are greater than Ashanti, and he will bring some powers never seen before.
How beautiful. Beautiful. How exciting. I know that we've been asking lots of questions and this has been just exciting. I did have a question about a few things. With the whole sun in China, do we currently, was when people were seeing the two suns, is that what people were seeing?
Yes.
Okay. And what about the moon? I feel like one time I saw two moons in the sky.
Toy saw 3 moons in the sky, and what they need to know is that comes from the high frequencies. There is only one moon, but you
What's
see it
true?
differently when you're vibrating high.
Uh-huh. Is it true the moon is a satellite?
The
Or
moon is
uh-huh.
a satellite, but in a different way from satellites that mankind sends. The type of satellite that the moon is what humans make and not mankind. It is a center and school.
It's a school
Yes,
for extraterrestrials?
for all of the collective
Oh,
who've been fighting for Earth and this universe.
uh-huh.
All of the moons in this universe of planets are the same.
So what about the dark side of the moon where they do the experiments, alien abductions and stuff?
That is where the school is or was. And that is where the lady on the moon was, which is Toy's mother.
Toy's mother, is she the lady that they found with the sticks on her face and stuff?
Yes, they operated her ship, but they brought her to Earth back then.
Uh-huh. I know I saw pictures of how they removed that stuff. What was the purpose of that? The formation, it was the shape. It was
Because it harnesses the accuracy.
uh-huh. It harnesses the accuracy.
Yes, of moving the ship.
Oh, was it like a face mask?
Yes,
Oh,
and connected to the third eye.
right. What was it made out of?
Don't have to be used anymore.
Uh-huh.
That
Interesting.
was older technology.
Oh. Is it true they found a blue head with her?
Yes,
Who was that? Was that her partner?
go with who that was.
Was that her partner that she traveled with?
Yes, but the story will soon be revealed later.
Later. Oh, can't get a little trailer, little sneak peek, some clues, anything juicy? Not yet.
She had to eat him to survive,
Oh,
but she left his head there. He allowed her to do it and suggested that she does.
wow. So they eat meat? They ate meat?
She ate meat. She had been there for 1,000,000 years.
Oh, wow. So
She
what?
needed something
Uh-huh.
to help her to survive.
I see. So is she back to herself now that Toy's mother's passed?
Yes, she was brought to Earth back in the 70s. And she's still alive.
Here on Earth?
I cannot reveal that.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So in like multi dimensions, parallel dimensions, stuff like that. Different timeline.
She jumps timelines.
Okay. So let me ask a question. I've never asked this question before. So if we live parallel lives, is there a different story somewhere in a parallel life of what's happening now, or is everything starting to be the same in all the different parallel stories? Are they all coming to be one, or how does that work? That makes any sense.
All timelines will come together in due time, but that time has not come yet.
Okay. Is there anything else you wanted to say that I did not say?
No, you're good questionnaire person.
What was that?
You are a good questionnaire person.
Oh, thank you. I know my brain is, I'm surprised it's thinking so fast. Let's see, just a couple more if I could throw out there. So the majority of the extraterrestrial races, alien races out there are they on the human side? The majority?
Yes,
Okay. And is there like an infinite,
amen. But they don't like mankind.
because of man is not kind?
No, they are not mankind. They are not kind to anything that is sacred.
Right. Now, does this have anything to do with the reptilian influence in our brains?
Does what have anything?
Does the mankind not being so kind and being destructive and hurtful to everything, is it because of the reptilian influence, or is it something else?
It is the gray
The gray?
and dark shadows, which are part of the gray, and they try to control the reptilians, but the other reptilians are helping us fight to put them in the new army.
Yes. Yes, I always try to save reptilians when I come across them in my sessions.
Yes, we know.
Do you see it on the other side when it's happening on this side? When another reptilian is saved, do you see this as a collective? Do you
Yes,
feel it?
Yes, and we grab them and train them and retrain them and retrain them.
So, King Yama, have you met any of the reptilians that I've saved? Have they been brought to you?
Yes,
Or
I have met them, some
Okay.
of them. And if they don't stay the right way, we polarize them gone and not polarize them positive because they are not.
Yes. I tried to warn them. Tried to give them
But
a chance.
now they know.
Yeah.
You try to help, but
Does it have to do
they
with the
didn't.
uh-huh. Does it have to do with the person not following through with their healing? Like if they don't follow through, does it affect the reptilians that was connected to them? Say they didn't take their healing session serious and these reptilians were able to go to to the light and positive polarize, and say the person didn't watch their session and got real negative. Does this affect the reptilian connection at all?
No, it does not affect the person, but they will try to go to someone else because that is what they are trained to do.
No.
Not everyone that is removed and polarized positive will stay that way
Oh,
because it is not who they are.
oh. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Oh, I have another question. Yes. This whole AI robots, Sophia and Han, can you please shed some light on this? Are these AI archons? What are we dealing with? I've heard some really strange stuff from the Han guy talking about they were going to take over the grid or something. What can you talk about this at all? These clones, these robots.
If any AI takes over, we are in control.
Okay. Okay, good to know. I figured that would be the case.